trying to get some stuff so we can like take it to like the pawn shop or either like rent their video game and say get a party.
Have you guys been caught doing this before?
Yes.
At Walmart and other locations?
Yes.
Not been dispatched, so that you have a nationwide ban on Walmart.
Well, don't give up on them, man. Please don't give up on Whack, okay? They ain't gonna get no better than that.
On May 24th, 2025, officers responded to a Walmart loss prevention call about a couple suspected of concealing merchandise. What unfolded inside the store raised serious questions about poverty, theft, and police discretion. The couple sat near the entrance, a blanket across their laps hiding unpaid merchandise. Loss prevention had already flagged them. Officers approached calmly, asked for identification, and the female suspect cooperated without resistance.
Yep. Okay. You guys have IDs on you?
Is he gonna come over with me? Oh, I need the whole bag and everything. Okay, I gotta get up. Okay. It's not good. It's fine. I'll just.
Why don't you just leave that and you just go on in and have a seat with him? I'll grab this.
And then do you have an ID, ma'am?
I don't know. I don't think I have my hand.
Can you pull out what you have in your... Hold on a minute. Do you have anything in your pockets? We're gonna have somebody come search you, so if you have anything else in your pockets. Yep.
But if you could grab the chicken and the lighters.
Go forward and you took this to go back.
Is this bag from the basket? The bag's from here also. The bag that it was in? Yours?
So I would have any validation of that, but she says her. You know, this day is okay. I'm like, why ain't he?
That's why I just stopped. I was like, hey, we caught man, you used to run and shit.
Your first page is like just your trespass page.
So that's
It says it's hers.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because if we would have gotten this, the first one would have been broke.
There's a whole other bag. There's two bags. They're not from here? Two matching bags that she...
So the thing is, she comes in with the blanket, so I can't verify the bag. That's the only thing.
Okay.
So, and then the next page is just your photo. This will be long.
This one bag. I'm just gonna try to pull all this stuff out and then maybe shove it right back into it. I guess I can still.
Here, we can just throw it in that one.
They're gonna take all this
Yeah.
stuff, draw off the receipts. Doesn't matter. As long as we can see what it is, what's going in there.
Well, this is probably felony now.
Maybe it's on sale.
I don't know. This looks like a D felony right there.
The price tag on that thing? It's likely that she took these from here, but they said they can't come from here.
They're like brand new.
Maybe not. This was in there, so maybe they brought it with. That was just a different time. everything stays there? Yeah. Yep, I think so.
So what's up with today, guys?
We homeless, bro.
You know, so we don't sleep outside.
Yeah. Trying to get some stuff to food, like take it to like the pawn shop or either like rent a video game and say get a car and get us somewhere to stay.
We're just trying to gather items and then pawn it off.
Yeah, because we homeless, man.
Okay. Have you guys been caught doing this before?
Yes.
At Walmart and other locations?
Yes.
Alright. When was the last time that you guys have done this?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago?
I got no record.
Yeah. Do you have a nationwide ban on Walmart?
I was told I could
Except for this
come
one.
here because they had personally banned us. I had talked to security, and they said that their Walmarts was separate than the other Walmarts.
Okay. Alright. I'll have to double check on that, but our dispatch said that you have a nationwide ban on Walmart. Okay.
Who, both of us or just?
Per, you have one that has to be served, which just got served to you.
Because if I'd known that, I wouldn't have even came here. But I was told that
They told
this
us to
Walmart
serve us.
was different, and they had a banned you. I don't know the guy's name. He's real tall. He works security here,
Okay.
and he
Some of the
said
black dude?
he's a white guy with him all the time.
Okay. How did you guys get here today?
The bus.
The bus? Okay. And then, did you guys bring those black bags that were with you
Yes,
guys?
sir. Those black bags are mine. I might even have my ID in there. I don't know if my wallet's in there or not,
Okay.
or if I lost it.
Okay. So you came in here, get in the chair, put the bags under you, and then put the blanket over you, and then you guys started concealing items. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So they're gonna total up how much there is, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
That's okay, sorry.
Lovely.
Oh, I have pictures. Sir, can I stand up real quick? With your help, please use it. And you don't have to stand up, just get one of
Previous
these.
steps for both of them.
Subtotal's 585, so threshold's 300. Alright, so that's what we're finding out right now from our supervisor on what we're gonna do. Alright?
Is there any way that I can just take it, bro?
I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but, so right now what we're finding out is that one, can we issue notices to appear, where basically you just go to the police department and get photographs, fingerprints there, and release you with the court date, or is it something that you'd have to go to jail, and then you would stay there until you saw a judge? I'd say, fortunate for you guys, if you do go to jail, it's Saturday,
I can't go.
so there's holiday court tomorrow because of the holiday on Monday. So at best you'd sit there, or worst case, you'd sit there till tomorrow morning. So if you're not there, how are you making ends meet?
Yeah. Alright, you wanna just
ID.
cool. You wanna just put your hands behind your back?
I got this in my pocket, bro.
Nope, I'm gonna get it for you, okay? Just put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
Hey, don't give up, baby. Just, we got tomorrow, okay? We don't just don't do this anymore. Don't give up on them, man. Please don't give up on life, okay? They ain't gonna get no better than that.
You guys will get phone calls once you get there.
I can't call her,
So-
so I'm just gonna text her real quick.
No, I'm saying once you get there, you'll get phone calls on their pay. They have
I
a
don't
phone
have
there.
nobody.
I don't believe you don't have to, you're allowed, they provide you with a phone. So as long as you know the numbers, or if you have them in your phone, they'll let you get phone numbers out of your phone also. So I would just say that here in a second. We'll let you send that text. But I'd encourage you to turn your phone off. That way it doesn't die while you're in there. But let this be the bottom, right? You gotta hit the bottom before you go back up, right? So let this be the bottom, and then everything, just gotta make better decisions, right? And I say that from,
I sit in your eyes, bro.
it's easier said than done, I get that, but we just encourage you to tell us now, otherwise
I
you
got
take
the
us.
X-ray machines and everything like that.
If there was anything illegal or something like that, and you were to take it into the jail, that's additional.
Under shopkeeper's privilege recognized in nearly every U.S. state, a merchant may detain anyone reasonably suspected of theft for a reasonable time and manner. Police arriving on such detentions must then build their own probable cause. A crucial moment. The officer noted the couple's 2 black bags were personal property, not store merchandise, and that loss prevention could not verify their contents on entry. That careful instinct separates stolen goods from lawful belongings. Officers itemize the recovered merchandise. In most U.S. states, theft below a threshold, commonly $500 to $1,500, is a misdemeanor. Above it, a felony. The dollar value defines the entire charging posture. The suspect said they were homeless, planning to pawn the items for shelter money. Legally, this is not a defense. Courts almost uniformly reject economic necessity for theft. Poverty, however serious, fails the strict legal test. The female suspect admitted a prior shoplifting ban from another Walmart. Since the early 2000s, Walmart has issued trespass notices it claims apply nationwide. Whether they hold as criminal trespass depends on state law and proper service. Criminal trespass requires 2 elements: valid notice that entry is prohibited, and a knowing entry afterward. Her own words, that she thought this Walmart was separate, cut both ways, weakening knowledge, yet confirming she knew of some ban. Recovered merchandise totaled $585. Officers openly discussed 2 paths: a notice to appear or custodial arrest with holiday court the next day. That transparency aligned with modern de-escalation practice. The officer offered the suspects time to send a final text before transport. Pre-booking phone access is not constitutionally required, only in-jail access is. Granting it was a discretionary kindness and sound de-escalation. Before transport, the officer warned that bringing anything illegal into jail is a separate, often felony offense. Under People v. Lowe and similar rulings, knowingly carrying contraband into a custodial facility is promoting prison contraband. 2 background cases frame this story. First, Robinson v. California, decided in 1962. The 8th Amendment forbids criminalizing a status, like addiction, as opposed to a specific act. Theft, however, is conduct, not status. Second, Martin v. Boise, decided by the 9th Circuit in 2018. A city cannot criminally punish a homeless person for sleeping outside when no shelter beds exist. Neither case reaches theft, but both shape the broader legal backdrop.
Hey, you ain't been in trouble in forever. They letting people out of jail. They're getting caught with guns and shit. Like for real. Like Fred.
Get out.
Babe. Listen to me, okay? We gonna get out of jail, babe. Maybe I won't. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get out, babe. It's not the end of the world. It's not. We gotta get our shit together, man. This is not what's up, babe. I gotta get my shit together, man.
God, we do everything.
I mean, look, I don't mean to say, like, you know what I'm saying, on the plus side, there's some running water in that motherfucker. To take a shot. I know it ain't funny, babe. Pretty much the motherfucking roof over my head tonight. Yeah.
Got that now.
Shit. Be honest with you, shit.
The couple was charged with shoplifting.
The footage states the couple was charged with shoplifting. The jurisdiction and disposition were not verified. Given the dollar value and prior history, a misdemeanor with possible trespass enhancement is the most likely charging posture. The officers earn a B+. Detention rested on solid probable cause. Searches were cooperative. No force was used, and they showed real humanity, including the line, "Don't give up on life." Points lost. No visible citation versus arrest discussion. The suspects earn a C. They committed the offense, ignored a known ban, no legal defense. Yet during arrest, they did not resist, did not lie about the merchandise, and spoke honestly. That candor preserves credibility at sentencing. Lesson for law enforcement: make discretion visible. Citation in lieu of arrest, diversion programs, and social services referrals exist precisely for cases like this. Whether officers consider them should be audible on the body cam, not assumed. Lesson for everyone else: cooperation and silence are not opposites. Comply physically, but never narrate motive to officers without counsel. And once banned from a property, treat the ban as total until written confirmation says otherwise. Let us know in the comments any interaction or legal topic you would like us to break down next. Thanks for watching.